What could luck do? About a love and sing all night, all night, oh, every night. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Is that Kenny Loggins? I mean, not just now. That was a creepy old fat man. I mean, that originally sang that. It probably really doesn't matter. Hey, Wolverine and Anbu Chrome is here. Johnny Boy, Mr. Mist Him, Tyler, Sean Callahan, Isaac's here, Phillips and Team Broski, Johnny Boy Fluffy, Brendan Corenda, Spezdev, Ben Davis, the Ninja Genko Empire Jeff, Alex Phillip. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. It was Journey. Okay, thanks, Philip. I couldn't think of who the hell that was. I got very confused. No, that never happens. I wasn't confused. It was just a test. Yeah, Journey, Wolverine. Yeah, Philip said it was Journey. I don't know why I was thinking Kenny Loggins. Let's see. Mills Highlights says, hello, Curtis. I make UFC highlights now. I finally found something to do on YouTube. Oh, good for you. Yeah, anything to do with some good old combat's fine with me. Hey, Nerf Reloads. Nerf Reloads and slide releases. I like that. Yeah, Irene. I think, I tell you, I don't know how I would go about, I don't know how I would go about it. I've gotten to where I just enjoy the stream so much. I'm wondering if when I get back from vacation, how could I arrange the situation here at the channel where we do most everything in live streams? That just seems like it would be fun. Johnny Boy says, I think I have a Stitch addiction. You're talking about Stitch, the character, correct, Johnny Boy? Because it's funny, with going down to Disney, always bring back things for people. And I was just commenting the other day how it's funny that movie came out so many years ago, and that's the most commonly requested character we get is Stitch. Yeah, good point. Philip says Kenny Loggins only ever seemed to make hits when there's a movie involved. Footloose, Danger Zone, yeah, he kind of crushed it in Footloose. You're right. Gonna take a ride into the Danger Zone. I do too, Isaac. I love the live streams. I'm trying to think, rather than make standalone videos, why I couldn't just take and do live streams. I mean, if we want to react to a video, I could do it within the context of a live stream. When my wife and I were going to watch something together, I might be able to talk her into coming up and doing it within the context of a live stream. What do you guys think? Spazev, since I tell you what, I watch every week this week. I rewatched Wizard of Oz and watched Dawn of the Dead. A couple of the classics. Yes, I did hear about Berserk's creator, Kev. Yeah, unfortunately. Rosa says, hi, guess who got their Class A? Oh, not me? I've got my test tomorrow. My nerves are going sicko mode. You'll be fine, Rosa. I had, I don't know if that's what we always refer to the people who give the road test as the brownies because they used to wear brown uniforms. I got into an not physical, a verbal altercation with one over a Class A test, and it wasn't even my own. Well, thanks, Nerf Reloads. I appreciate that. I think you should go. I'm thinking about it, Isaac, trying to put everything in streams, because even then, like when we do a reaction video, maybe I could just start setting aside. I wouldn't be doing that, making those videos in the morning. So maybe I could come up here for like noon and just stream for as long as I could and do whatever we wanted to do within there. Because you guys are always good about, I was thinking if I do a reaction video, though, people just want to see the reaction. But I know Big Green and a couple other of you guys here are really great about going back on the streams and just time tagging where certain things begin. Huh. But I'll tell you a quick story. I think most of you guys, it'll be relatable enough. With Rosa going for her Class A test, we had one of my good friends at work, when I used to work for the municipality I worked for, wanted to get his Class A. And with the city, we had the equipment. We had a truck and trailer that would classify. And so he got his permit. I was out riding with him. He did really well. And so he went. I brought him down for his test, and he took his test. And there were like 3 different brownies you could get here, and we got the worst one. It was just this miserable bitch. She was just just an unhappy, mean-spirited person, just like you. Fuck you, Train. And so he gets all done with the test, and she failed him. And I was like, huh, it just didn't sound right, because I knew my friend was really, really good. And one of the determining factors was, because I was going over it with her, I said, you know, he's here. He gave permission for you to discuss his test results with me. I said, can I ask what the markdowns were? Most of them were ticky-tacky bullshit that could have gone either way. It's just, she says it happened. Whether it did or not, who knows? But then she said, when he was doing his pre-trip, he didn't look at the exhaust to see if it had any leaks. I said, what? She says, he didn't even look at the exhaust pipe. I said, you're fucking kidding me right now, because I was already starting to get mad. And she got defensive. She's like, what? I said, the stack on that truck, the exhaust comes from out from underneath, and then there is an aluminum sheath that comes around the outside of the actual exhaust pipe, obviously so it don't get burnt. And the aluminum sheath has round holes all through it to aerate it. I said, you can't see an exhaust leak on this truck. You have to listen for it. That's not true. You always have to look for exhaust leaks. I said, fucking look at what? Show me. What do you look at for an exhaust leak on this truck? Show me where you can see where exhaust would be leaking. I said, even in primo circumstances, you listen for exhaust leaks. You don't look for them because they're typically pinholes you can't see. Well, it's part of the inspection, and he didn't do it. I said, oh yeah? I said, well, I'm complaining to your boss. And then my friend is all like non-confrontational. He's going, no, it's fine. I'll just retake it. And it pissed me off. And that just brought it up, Rosa, when you were saying that. But hopefully you don't get a brownie like that. Spagil says, been watching DB Stone, feel like a kid again. Goku's got to be extra cool stoned, I would think. Oh, Fats, I got to make an update video. Isaac, he's gone. I had to take Brax out for a doctor's appointment. We came back, he was gone. I'm hoping he flew off. I can't make any guarantees, but I do not see a Fats corpse anywhere. And he was gone out of the wheelbarrow. So I'm thinking, and as soon as I put him back there, I should have taken some video of it. Other birds were constantly flying down and right around that area, so he did have family in the vicinity. Yes, I have finished Depot Chrome, and it was awesome. I absolutely love Depot. I am going to make a video at some point. I don't know if you guys will be interested. And I wanted to make it throughout EPO, but I couldn't. My shoulders, I told you I injured both shoulders, and they've been too wrecked to do it. And now my right one's come around long enough I can. I want to show you guys what my go-to move was when I was boxing. My Dempsey roll, which, trust me, my move was not as devastating as his Dempsey roll. Socialist are coming says, has anyone heard what happens when a steam pipe breaks at a power plant or in a submarine? Pro tip, hold the broom out and swing it up and down and wait for it to be instantly cut in half to find the leak. And swing it up and down. I've never worked much with steam. Socialists are coming. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about a lot of, done a lot of work with water piping, gas piping, but not steam. I don't have a specific favorite null space. I tried to do that for a while, but I discovered it all just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I have an elite tier of anime that I really, really love, but I don't, Hunter x Hunter always comes to mind right away, as does One Piece, as does Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. There's a bunch of them. Surprisingly enough, I think of his name, Mob Psycho 100. There's quite a number of them. Alex says, I don't suppose you've watched any Watch Mojo videos before. You would be incorrect. I have. Because if you have, then I don't suppose, you would react to the top 10 dick moves while playing video games. Like I say, I'm not looking for any reaction recommendations, but yeah, I've even reacted to some Watch Mojo videos. I couldn't tell you exactly what ones. You just have to search Spazzoid's Comedy Watch Mojo, and I'm sure something would come up. Special says, Naruto's next. Can't wait to watch Jiraiya when I'm high. Yeah, that's a good one too. I agreed. That would be a good one. Lude says, speaking of anime, will you be watching the release stuff from season 2 of Slime? I'd highly suggest that the story isn't cut off awkwardly, but I'm also biased because that's too the main reason why I voted for it. If it's, I would have to look into it, and when I'm done, see where it is. If it's not completed, If season 2 isn't completed, no. I wait for the seasons to get done. It's too much easier for me that way. If it's like Attack on Titan was, where season 4 isn't completed but it's on a break, then that's different. Crystal Pepsi says, dude, if the pipe is exhausted, then just send it on vacation. Pepsi. Oh, I think you're right, Spazdev. Spazdev says, I think you reacted to the top 10 saw traps from Watch Mojo. Yeah, that one, I think it's still up. I know that had a YouTube action taken against it, but I think it was just age restriction because of the saw connection. I think it's still up. Oh, I've started AOT season. AOT season 4. I've started it already because I'm ahead because in 2 days we leave for Disney, and it's fantastic. It's so fucking good. Wolverine says 2 arcs into Shippuden. Toby is Obidobirama? Obidobirama. My pipe gets exhausted from time to time too, says Nolan. Yeah, we all get, when you get to be my age, your pipe gets really exhausted. Fortunately, by my age, nobody's paying any attention to it, though. Even me. Even I'm indifferent to it. You know, I'll be watching an anime and we get a nice little bit of a fan service, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, shut up. Fuck off. Attack on Steven, Big Green says. Chrome says, fave mangas for me are probably Dragon Ball, understandable, Bleach, yep, Skip Beat, don't know Ranma, Tanya, and Land of Lustrous. I know you love Tanya, Chrome. I know you've always loved Tanya. And the little bits I've seen of it, yeah, I completely get that. J Meister is now Stream Boss, and here he is. He says, Spad Dash, your ego test reaction is one of my favorite things I ever watched. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. Our pal Little Currybo is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Chrome says season 2 split in half, 12 episodes out so far, another 12 starting around August. Oh yeah, then I'll watch it. Sure. It's finished this arc. Think of it like a season finished. No, yeah, like I said, Chrome, if it's like AOT, if it's come to a conclusive point and there's going to be a break in time, then yeah, then I'll watch that too. Recluse Historian. Good to see you, pal. Socialists are coming, said I strongly recommend the Vinland Saga anime. Oh, it's fucking fantastic. I've already reacted to it, pal. Not for reaction, I just love to watch it personally. That was great. That Torkel's my boy. He is one big giant sack of fucked up fun, old Torkel. And man, he really plays a pivotal role down the stretch there at the end there, doesn't he? I love that. Vinland Saga was fantastic. Mr. Croissant says my favorite manga are One Piece, Black Clover. Yeah, I gotta see that at some point. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Understandable, and Berserk. Yeah, you've listed. I haven't seen Black Clover, but the others are all ones I would consider in my elite group too, pal. Yep. So I'm with you. Hey, Morgan, good to see you, hon. Yes, Special Hashirama. That's one of my. Will always be one of my favorite moments in anime. When Hashirama completely disses Madara, because they illustrated it so well. I mean, you see it in Madara's face. He's like, "You fucking dick." It's just like. BTG says, "Here's a joke. The guy installs a mod that conflicts with another, and as a result, nukes the server." Oh no! Did it kill your server, pal? I don't know if you saw my last message. BTG and I are talking about his modded server that I play on in the Gusha 100 gaming streams. I told you I just got an error code when I tried to install it. Unless, did the server get nuked when I was trying to put it in, and that's why? Oh, I hope not. Oh, that sucks, pal. Philip says, I bet I could translate. What the fuck today? Come on. Philip says, I bet I could transplant the brain of a duck into the body of a marketing manager, but what would be the point? Yeah. A lot of work for no positive result. I understand, Philip. Andu says, have you heard of Close Enough? Adult regular show. I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. It's stupid funny and a fun show. Really? No, I don't think so. Close enough. I'm just my memory's so bad. I have to search it a little bit. I don't think so. So that's on broadcast TV. I could look for it, but no, I don't think I ever heard of that. Wolverine says there's a theory that Gyatso killed himself with the firebenders. His clothes weren't burnt, which suggests they died of oxygen deprivation. That's interesting. Everybody, Fudge Nugget says, I haven't read too many mangas, but so far my favorite is Berserk. Rest in peace, Miura, you will be missed. Yeah, I gotta say, and I would love to read manga. I just simply do not have the time. I want so much to just catch up on Hunter x Hunter. I've got the manga downloaded and everything, picking up where the anime left off, but I just don't get time to do it. But I think probably Berserk. Yeah, I think Berserk is the individual anime that I have gotten the comment most often, you gotta read the manga. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be Berserk. Mr. Host says, I find it funny that two of my recent favorite shows both have goofy baseball episodes, Dorohedoro and Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, good point. Yeah, Dorohedoro's was funny as well. Dorohedoro's so great, too. That Dorohedoro did it again. This is just like you guys know certain names, certain nouns will escape me. It's just part of the post concussion. No matter how much I like a character, Kisame. It's the same. It's Kisame syndrome again. My favorite character in Dorohedoro is the crazy little girl with the mask, with the skull mask, and her name will not stick with me. You guys will tell me here in a moment, and if you ask me it again later in the stream, I'll have forgotten it again. I love her character. She cracks me up. And that was even before she decided that she needed the great big giant titties. that was hilarious, though. She's so funny. Yikes, I didn't know that. Rosa says, by the way, did you know that when donating bone marrow, they don't put you under anesthesia? Must be they can't? Neither did my mom, but she found out the hard way. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's not a fun reckoning. Holy shit. Yamikage, enjoying Jormungand? Yeah, you bet your ass I'm enjoying Jormungand. There's a couple characters in there that are going to be way, way, way up on my list. Ibisu, thank you guys. Yes, good old Ibisu. I love her. She's such a great character. She's so freaking funny. Liam says, man, I got the second shot for the Rona and it laid me out. Currently feeling like shit, but not letting it ruin my weekend plans. So good for you. And again, just from my own personal experiences, Liam, hopefully it's no worse than mine. Mine only lasts about 6 hours. I mean, I felt the symptoms. After that 6 hours, I still felt a little logy, which I know the immediate response is, how could you tell? But a little logier than usual. But the actual symptoms were only 5-6 hours. So hopefully it's the same for you and you can enjoy your entire weekend. Chrome says, Berserk's manga looks beautiful from what I've seen. Before he died, the author talked about getting in trouble from his editor because he'd go pixel by pixel at times when drawing it. Wow. That was such a... I mean, Berserk... Sometimes I think something can be disturbing, but when you look at it, it's like, okay, and it was disturbing for disturbing's sake. That wasn't the case for me with Berserk. Berserk was just a great story that happened to be wildly disturbing. The way it unfolded, if that makes any sense. Oh, god damn, it's so good. Riku says Jormungand was pretty interesting. Oh, I'm loving that. That is really good. What great character. But I enjoy stories like that anyway. You're talking, real world conflict, guns and weapons, and and don't get me wrong, I enjoy Galaxy Crushers too. But it's fun to do one of those every so often, and the characters in there are just so fascinating to me. Yeah, like Jormungand a lot. Or Jormungand, I think it's supposed to be pronounced, I determined. Philip says, for a while there was a rumor going around that Netflix was going to make a Berserk continuation anime using the same crew as Castlevania. Was more excited for that before Castlevania Season 4. Yeah, because Castlevania, Philip, that's been up there with Mob Psycho, was one of my huge surprises. And again, when I say that, I don't mean to like demean anything, an anime or a show, that I thought it was going to suck. It's not the case. Just when something is so much better than you thought it would, like with Castlevania. Because outside of Hellsing, I'm not a huge vampire person. I like vampire stories, but it's not a genre for me. So it's like when Castlevania got sponsored, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And also, I wasn't that big into the video game, so I had that in mind too. That was fantastic. What brilliant storytelling and brilliant artwork in that freaking series. God damn. That was a gorgeous show. And I just love that story. Goddamn, humans got exactly what they deserved. I was all they got what they asked for. You took out the big man's wife because you're a bunch of short-sighted dumbasses. Nerf Reload says, want to hear something dumb? Once my classmates threw apples in the class like a bunch of assholes. One of them threw an apple and broke the clock in the class. Dumbass got away with that. There's always somebody doing some dumb shit. You'll find that throughout your life, Nerf Reloads, unfortunately. Workplaces, out hanging out at the bars, whatever. There's always somebody who's willing to do the dumb shit. Sometimes it was me, I'm not going to lie. Zurazul says, super hype you're reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I'm done with it now. That was great. Toto became one of my all-time anime favorites. A man that can appreciate quality ladies. Well, you'll see in the reactions was basically exactly my take on him too. He's such a badass. You gotta love his badassery. But then he's such a simple guy, and his only major concerns, or his overriding major concerns, are the important ones. What kind of woman do you like, bro? And when he gets the right response, you're his best friend for life. You're his brother. Toto's great. He's easily my favorite character in that series. It's not even close. Lick says, Attack on Titan was what got me into my weeb phase during my first year of college. I hate it. It's terrible. I'm glad that phase was short-lived. Oh, didn't you tell me before? I think, Licks. You told me before you didn't like AOT, didn't you? Because I think we had talked about that before. I couldn't believe you didn't like it. So I really love it. Well put, Rosa. Hate the dumb shit, simply become the dumb shit. Well, Rosa, as I said, we're leaving. Well, here's the schedule. On Sunday morning, I'll basically be gone because two of Spaz Kid's friends are coming with us. Well, it's actually his friend and his girlfriend, and they're coming with us. And we got to go to New York to pick them up. So what we're going to do is Sunday morning, we're going to go down, pick them up, and then rather than come all the way back home, I rented a hotel room in Albany, right across from the airport, because we leave early Monday morning. We're all going to stay there and then get on the plane Monday. But what I'm leading to, Rose, is I won't be back for a while for streams, other than if I get a chance to quick do one in Disney. But make sure and let me know how you make out with your test. Luke says, do I genuinely dislike it? Yeah, probably. Chrome says, I'm waiting for the Weeb Rage when AOT's manga ending gets animated. It's pretty bad sounding. Ooh, really? Uh-oh. That's a little scary. Oh, I hope they don't ruin it at the end. I hope. Rosa says, Spaz Kid has both a girlfriend and a boyfriend. He be doing business. Listen, I should have thought of that when I was young. Because believe it or not, with this gorgeous face, the women were not beating down my doors. If I would have played the entire field instead of just half the field, I might have done... No, the gay guys didn't want me either. Cheyenne says, speaking of college, shameless self-promo, I'm graduating on Monday. Hey, very cool. Our ceremony is at Nationals Baseball Park. 4 years has flown by. No fucking shit has 4 years flown by. Wow, Shy, I can't believe that. Congratulations. That's awesome. For those of you who don't know, Shai goes to Georgetown University. Wow. Man, and I get people coming, we've been doing this for 10 years, and I get people coming to me, like the other day, I had someone coming in talking about how, they've enjoyed, watching videos with us for all this time and thinking back, they were, in high school when it started. Now the guy's a freaking doctor. What does all that mean? I'm old because I was old when I started the goddamn channel. So Willie says he's got a girlfriend. Simmy gonna be pissed. Yeah, we don't tell Simmy. we don't need that kind of wrath. Luke says Georgetown, or it's more commonly no name. Hell. Jesus Christ, no, Rosa. Rosa says, by the way, did you hear of the Belgian military sergeant that threatened to kill a politician, ran away with 4 rocket launchers and a P-90 and is currently still not found? I think the story is going to be told when he is found and how they find him. Whoa. No, I hadn't heard about that one. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in Belgium right now. Who knows how that fucker's going to show up? Zerzul says, why limit yourself? If you like it, smacks it. Gimster says, found this on Twitter. Teenager sleeps with bully's sister, girlfriend, and mother after the bully calls him a virgin. He is a man of sheer effing will. He's a hero. He's a legend. We should be erecting monuments in his honor. You knew I was going to get erecting into that next sentence. Spaz says, I always like when I'm watching to old reactions, then anime clips pop up, and that Curtis is going to become a huge anime fan one day, and it's becoming a huge part of the channel. I would have never guessed either, Spaz Dev. Never would have guessed. It's just such a shame. I feel so bad that we can't do more anime related things at the channel. But I do think for the most part, most of the people that are really into the anime find their way to the Goosh. And I think a lot of that you can see because now I've been able to bring abbreviated One Piece reactions to the channel, and there's not a lot of interest in them. So I'm just thinking that a big hunk of our real hardcore anime group is already with us at the Goosh, which of course works out well since that's all we do. Tyler says, I have had a class where the teacher was a piece of shit no one liked. Her other teachers were tired of hearing complaints about her. Long story short, we tortured her back. One kid stole the class clock. Elijah Ride. Russians be crazy nowadays. Russia's been crazy for a while. And we've had, well, the gang will tell you, we've had quite a number of Russians that are members of the community here. And whenever we get talking about impressions of people from certain regions, and I would tell, what the stereotype thoughts of Russians are from an American perspective, every single one of the Russians I've ever talked about that was gone, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're drunk. We didn't, they're like, we didn't know there was ever a question about it. Yes, we're drunk. Always. All the time. Super Saiyan Monkey. How many lows would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? Every country would be crazy nowadays. Sad but true. File licks. True. Yeah, Father Anderson, Spice Kid just came in. Rosa said he's all over the Belgian news. I've got a good friend that lives there. He bet me that he'll either be found after suicide or he'll be outside of Belgium already. Could be. That's a scary thought, though. That is a well-armed man. Fucking yikes. Licks. Lick says, I just had some Smirnoff today. I'm ready to squat and communist. Chrome says, I've been to Russia once. They basically sell gut rot in bottle in stores. Yeah, all the Russians we've had on here, Chrome, because when people ask, they'll ask, what are as Americans, what's your impression or stereotypes of us, and name the country. And with Russians, it's that, to me anyway, my impression is, if you're going to call it stereotypes, is that everybody's drunk and acting crazy. And I don't even say that in a demeaning manner. I mean, that's why I like watching so many of the YouTube videos out of Russia, because you crazy fuckers will do anything. And it's typically because you're drunk enough to do anything. And every time I've said it, whatever Russian person may be in here, they're like, oh, yeah, that's it. Russians are just built different. Well put, Big Green. And agreed, yeah. Russians' drinking capacity is unreal. Yeah, Fluffy, I've got I've told you guys before, I worked with a man, good dude, friend of mine who's Polish, over from Poland. He used to spend a lot of time in Russia, and he said Poland's societal makeup is very similar to Russia's in that respect. And yes, he can put away significance. And when I'm saying put away booze, it's not beer, it's liquor. And he can put away lots of it. Lots of it. Rosa said, by the way, he's a veteran of Afghan and a weapons specialist. Just to make sure you're informed about his record, he is pretty much an elite veteran with leadership skills from being a sergeant. And so he didn't just leave with equipment, he left with equipment and knowledge about said equipment. Yeah, what could go wrong? Good point, Lude. The further north you go, the bigger the drinking capacity is. It's science. You goddamn Canadians up there. But when you think about it, that would make sense too, because the further north you go, you're getting into some seriously cold shit. So maybe it's a coping mechanism. Sebastian said, ooh, did you know the cartoon Gumball? Me Keenan got a new video on this. My reaction's already posted at the Goose. It's on early access. It'll be up to the channel soon. Yeah, I freaking, or no, wait, it wasn't Gumball. It was a regular show. Did Gumball just come out? Because usually I didn't. Well, I didn't get. If it did, I didn't get a notification from Meat's channel. Hold on, now you got me curious. I thought I immediately was thinking you were talking regular show. Let me see what. I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Let me see what Meat's doing. Meat, what are you doing, bro? Ooh, that was loud. No, it's regular show, pal. Yeah, it's just the regular show one is the most recent one. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Ivan says, foot cramp. Oh, that's weird you said that. I had one of the worst ones I ever had the other night coming back home from my granddaughter's softball game. Right on the pedal foot. Nico Miozo says, I think you'd love Initial D. It's a street racing anime with a great story and amazing soundtrack. I've heard that name before, my friend. I don't know if anybody even explained to me what it was, but I have heard that name before. Street racing? Yeah, like I say, topic, genre, doesn't matter to me. If something's a good story, I'll watch it. I don't care about any of the particulars if it's a good story. Vincent Animation says, I'm pretty scared for it because I live really close to the border with Belgium, around the place where his tent was found. Jesus Christ. And they're literally looking for this dude with armored cars and hella army. That's terrifying. Yeah, I'd be scared too, Vincent. That is freaking terrifying. Hey, Philip. Philip says, Russia's been crazy. Well, I say it like it just came in. Philip says, Russia's been crazy since St. Olga of Kiev killed her husband's murderers by burning them alive in 945, and this woman was made a saint. I like that, Philip. Just and you wrote that perfectly. It's like, so this is the curve that we're grading on here. Yeah. I like that. Ginster says, we Canadians are known for being nice. True. Maple syrup, drinking booze, cold, deep winters, and hockey. Sometimes all at once. You're right. Well, of course, it's easier for Americans to get impressions of the Canadians since you guys are our neighbors. But yes, I'll tell you though, I can't speak for so much the drinking booze, but all the Canadian people I've had any significant amount of interaction with have all actually been like really nice people. Oh, okay, cool. BTG says created signs leading to where your base should be. Okay, thanks, pal. BTG, for those who don't just came in, he hosts a Minecraft server, a modded server, that he also sponsors gameplays on. And he was just doing some work on it, and it got bamboozled. It got ousted. Tyler says Russians are Americans without the guns, so they find other stuff to fuck with. That's kind of well put, Tyler. You're not wrong. From what I've seen of the Russian videos, though, as bad as it is in America, I think if Russians had the access to guns that we do, I think it'd be even worse over there. And again, I don't say that trying to be degrading or demeaning. I'm just saying they are some quality crazies. Rosa said, well, to be fair, he did say he's taking one life before his own. Considering his car trap failed, he might have killed himself thinking the trap would work while it didn't. Wow, that's a fascinating story. Fascinating and pretty freaking terrifying. Jesus. That's well put, Nolan. Smirnoff is like a crappy girlfriend. Cheap, awful for you, yet irresistible. Chrome says, also, Russia was weird in the fact the architecture split. I saw the gorgeous old Russian architecture, and then I saw the communist block housing stuff. It was depressing. Well, that's some of the Russians in here, and like I said, my friend from Poland said, particularly in a lot of the like more middle class or lower middle class regions, it's very gray and depressing. Now, that's what I was told. That's not my opinion. I've never experienced Russia. But that's what I've been told by people who have been there, who have lived there, that's part of what they presume is the reason for alcohol being consumed as free-flowingly as it is there are parts of the country that are just really, really depressing. And sure, where they're located, yeah, you're dealing with harsh winters and a lot of barren land. Father Anderson says, what's you guys' opinions on Russian or Ukrainian mail-order brides? What's your thoughts on it, guys? Whatever makes you happy. I'm not one to judge on things like that. Hey, if they're consenting adults and that's the route you want to go, good for you. Vincent says, the fact that man has army knowledge that could use against civilians or even the army itself, we do not know. Maybe he waited to see the results of the car bomb. Well, hopefully, from what Rosa was saying, hopefully it's a case of he hasn't completely snapped and gone randomly homicidal, and he just has a specific target. Not that that's good for whoever the target is, but it's good for the lack of any surrounding casualties, any collateral damage. Dragon of Hatred says, I was friends with a Russian girl once. Eventually I got to screw her. Once I almost got her pregnant 3 months later. Still only happened once. Wow. What show was it? Was it an episode of Family Guy? Or South Park? One of the two. If I remember the characters, I remember who it was, but two of the characters are riding through, and they're talking about how all the Russian women, I think it was Family Guy, are either or ha. Yeah, there's no in between. Chrome says, I remember hearing the author wanted to end AOT at a certain part a long time ago. So this ending is either his revenge, or he wanted to end it like this, or it's done for another reason can't mention. Interesting. Although, if nothing else, even if it's a disappointment, with that kind of backstory, it's still a fascination to see what that ending would be then. Chrome says, I just got back into Skip Beat earlier this year. Saw the anime years ago. Local stores just started selling the manga, so I'm 15 volumes in using the 3-1 volumes. I love it so much, I bought 27. Wow! And it was Family Guy, Chrome? I thought so. I thought that was Family Guy. Excuse me. It was Family Guy, Gimster, and Spaz Dev. I thought it was, but I couldn't remember for sure. But that stuck out. That was like... it stuck out. Oh, my. That's right. Okay. Yes, Vincent helped bring the memory back. He said that's the episode where Peter drives in Putin's limo, and then they end up in a big fight, right? Yeah. Okay. Now it's slowly coming back to me. Freddie! He says, real story. 3 years ago, someone was shot in front of the police station on July 4th. Joke tells itself. Oh, man. You did? Oh, my God. Big Green says, I just got disconnected from chat. Thanks, YouTube. I'm telling you guys, it just gets worse and worse. The notification system is just abysmal. And again, it's not just me. Now YouTube's doing a thing, as near as we all can tell. Like, for instance, you guys know that our Try Not to Laugh videos are popular as far as views. So if I post a Try Not to Laugh video with those tags and that meta information, then YouTube is like, oh, okay, well, we'll give you a generous amount of notifications. And if I try something new, they're like, oh, you haven't done this before, fuck you. And you get limited notifications. And it's not just me determining this. I'm seeing that a lot of YouTubers are coming up with the same ideas. Isn't that nice? So if you want to do something new that maybe a lot of people would be interested in, they're not going to tell a lot of people about it because fuck you. It's almost like they're saying, you're not making us enough money with this one. We're not going to build something with you. Rosa says, well, he was an instructor. He said he needed the guns for an instruction drill, and since he was trusted, they let him take whatever he needed. Yeah, that's just terrifying. Again, I'm hoping it ends with just him having a single individual target, and that's the end of it for you guys. Mike says, I can't really speak for how it is in Russia, but I live in Finland where we also have a lot of alcohol problems. And one of the reasons here is that being alcoholic isn't considered that big a problem. It's interesting you said that, Oink. I did hear that from some of the Russians too. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I do remember at least one of them saying to me that by American standards, most everybody is an alcoholic there, but they don't see it as an issue. Yeah, yes. I'm glad you brought that up. And that's interesting how, all different... I'm touching you, Afro Mike. I don't know where you've been. That different societies have such entirely different takes on certain things. But that I do remember one of our Russians here saying the same thing, that they don't really see it as an issue. It's almost like... We were talking about that day, and I remember saying it's almost like here with people with coffee. Yeah, I drink a lot of coffee, so what? And same over there is like, yeah, I drink vodka all day, so what? Philip says, grain depressing sums Russia up pretty nicely. Everyone's mindset is really no different than when they were all peasants in the 16th century. That's actually so sad. Philip, yeah, and again, my buddy from Poland and the Russians we've had in here say that same thing. There's so many areas that are just... that's the perfect term for it, just gray and depressing. That there's nothing else to do but get drunk and try and forget about it. That's unfortunate. That's sad. Wolverine says, please check your Patreon messages when you can. Okay, I always get to them on the regular. As often as I can, I stay right up on messages at the Goosh. I'll be posting details for you guys tomorrow on the trip and everything, and what, when I'll be back and the whole nine. Jack Queen says, I remember when my Russian kept tempting me to eat their lovely glowing drink. It's okay, he said it wasn't poison. Oh boy. Glowing. Chernobyl. Gimsha says, I forgot to tell you that the VTuber Gaur Gura and her crew got new outfits. When Gura showed her, she had around 194,000 people in her stream. Jesus Christ. That's PewDiePie numbers. Holy shit. If I get a new outfit, do you think we can get 194,000 people in the stream? What if it's like mesh? And it's got tassels. I'm starting to get a little bit sick thinking about it. Ivan says, I was watching that stream. Chrome says, wait, what's that sound? I thought I just heard the ring of Twitch thoughts. Elijah, that's an interesting take. I don't know. Wasn't alcohol supposed to be a ceremonial standard than it's supposed to be? Could be. I really don't know. I'm sure Philip would know. I don't know. As far as its background, I don't know. That's very entirely possible. That's even more, Lute says. Pewds averages 150K in his streams, depending on when he does them. Wow. Even more than Pewds? I knew Pewds was into six figures, but I didn't know how far. Wow. That's crazy. Ivan says, I joined for the shark and stayed for the toes. You know if you know. Thought actually. Oh, Wood says those might be members only, but I'm not sure. I know he's got a ton of members because just a couple different times I've had his streams recommended him go in and watch for a little bit, and obviously you can see the members in the different colored, screen names. So I know he's got tons of them. Dragon Hater says, open a GoFundMe for the mesh and tassels. And anybody who contributes to me getting mesh clothing should immediately be investigated. Their mental health be investigated. No, I do not have any cicadas in my house yet till the end of time. Jack, I'm suspiciously drunk, but I still beat the evil clock to get home in time. Walking is tough, huh? The ground never stays still. Jack, sounds like you're having a good Friday, brother. Kaiser says, watching an 80s anime called City Hunter. We've talked about that one before, guys. I remember that name. Imagine if Issei was a private detective. Feels different. The cool-looking guy was actually a lech rather than a loser perv with a cool side. City Hunter. Did we see an episode of that? Or maybe I just, a while ago, we saw clips of it. Because that sounds familiar. Philip says, depends on the culture. In Greece, it was seen as something of a hallucinogenic in the mystery cult of Dionysus, the god of the wine. Like peyote. Really? That's kind of cool. I never realized that before, but it's true. I have no clue of the history of alcohol and how it relates to human consumption. That's interesting. I don't know. I can ask for you. Dirtman bands. What's Spaz Kid playing? Looks intense. Spaz Kid. Hey Brax.
Huh?
What you playing, bro?
Nothing.
Oh, is it a video?
Yeah.
What is it? Somebody just wants to know. They said it looked intense.
Warzone.
Warzone?
Yeah.
He said it's not. He's not actually playing. He's just watching videos, and it's Warzone. Rosa said, "Alcohol is simple. It's not about the history. It's about how it helps you forget it." Best coping mechanism. That's well played, Rosa. Very well played. It's not about the history. It's about helping you forget it. Big Green. I don't know if Spaz Kid is playing, but now I'm blind trying to look at the screen. Oh, monkey. Oh, that one's awful. How many babies does it take to paint a house? Depends on how hard you throw them. Icho Boy says, man, I like to be the god of wine. That's good. Gimster says, Gura and Amelia Watson made a new trend of putting their feet on their desk. Gura is currently almost at 2.7 mil subscribers, just a minor VTuber. Wow. That's amazing. You know what, though? I get it, because after you guys showing me the clips of them in our video clip streams, they're funny. They're fun. It's not just a fan service thing like I thought it might be. They're actually... they're really good at what they do. I'll tell you who are the worst. Oh. I'm trying not to be mean, but I'm just being honest in my impressions here. Of course, my whole family is Disney nuts, and especially when we're getting ready for a trip, we watch live streams from Disney World. Well, there's lots of streamers down there, so it's not hard to get them. They're so bad. They're just not talented at it. And I'm not talking about the mechanics of it. I mean as hosts. Almost every single one of them has horrible, annoying speech crutches or speech tics. They're not good at expressing themselves. They don't know. There's one that's an exception. The biggest one of them all. You can tell why they're big. They're called Resort TV One. They're very good. Excellent. Good production. Easy to listen to. They know when to shut up. Like if they're taking you on a ride or you're experiencing something, they shut up and let you experience it. But guys, it's bad. It's we've gotten to where because we just want to see the parks on a good majority of them. If we're watching the stream, we just turn the volume all the way down because it'll drive you insane. Hi, Rice. He sent a super chat. He says for mesh and tassels. Okay, you must be observed now, my friend. I'm afraid. somebody, somebody watching the stream just made a notation. Chrome says no. Disappointing isn't the word. People aren't disappointed. They're actually genuinely mad at the ending. I think if it's option 3, they'll be livid. If it's option 1, I'll laugh. Wow. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh God, Philip, that's right. And what Philip's saying, I still can't stand smash that like button. Click the like button like a goddamn adult. Yeah, we had talked about that before. How all the Disney streamers, everyone smash that like button, and they get so carried away with it. Almost all of them. It's like, okay, we understand that to help your channel grow and everything, you want subscribers, you want the likes on the video so it gets circulated more. But what gets me about it too is they all will go on and on endlessly about, well, are you here? Have you liked the stream yet? How come you haven't liked the stream yet? We have 300 people in the stream. We have 201 likes. That means everybody's not liking the stream. Come on, like the stream. They go on and on about that, and yet, excuse me, they have no idea how to take advantage of the important parts of getting viewers, which they've got it built in their title, and in the first 2 sentences of their description should be the words Disney World, live stream, and the park you're in. Every single one. YouTube will tell you that. That's not a secret. And I don't know any of them that does it. They'll put in things like rope drop, which means they went there early. Rope drop, 5/21/21. And that's your title. And then they wonder why they're not getting any traffic from the search engine. Because nobody can fucking find you. Every single one of their streams should start with the words Disney World, live stream, Epcot, Disney World, live stream, Magic Kingdom. But but instead they just scream and scream and scream for more subscribers and more likes. Mike says, detonate a thermonuclear bomb on that like button. And Jack Queen says, at least use protection if you're smashing like buttons. Good advice. That's all we need is a bunch more little, a bunch of little like buttons running around. Ivan says, Gomu Gomu, know that like button, and Kamehameha that subscribe. Apex Predator says, I really like your videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks, pal. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Chrome says, Curtis, baby, sweetie, you're giving these people too much credit. They're Karens. Listen to the nasally voice. You know this. Oh, Chrome, so you've seen some of them then. Oh, bad. And the one girl has such the... It sounds like she's doing a really... She's trying to be an over-the-top Valley girl. Like that. Oh, my God, this is just so much fun. It's fabulous in here today. And again, all of them do all the most basic things wrong about hosting entertainment online, on TV, whatever the case may be. And like I say, with speech crutches and with not being responsive to your audience at all. And the nervous laughter. There's the one that she laughs after everything she says, and you have to turn the volume down after a while. I mean, it can be the most mundane thing. I'm going to take a sip of this water now. I just took a sip of the water. The water was wet. And for any of you that went, okay, Curtis, what you're doing right now, how is that different than how you normally host a stream? Fuck you. Oh, Ivan. Also, those baby jokes are falling flat, just like my baby. I'm not sure what you mean, Kyle. He says, Curtis, when are you going to do a hot tune stream? It's something. I'm trying to figure out which word. I know something just got autocorrector just got mistyped there. A hot sun stream? As far as down at Disney, I don't know if I'll get to. I want to really make sure we're not going for a real long time, and excuse me, the group that's with us, that they get to do everything. So, just being experienced with it, I stay on my app the whole time to make sure that we hit everything right. But if I get some days in there where I'm positive they're going to get to do everything that they want to do, and I still have time, yeah, I'll stream a little. I'm going to bring my my equipment. I'm going to bring my equipment. God damn it. But I will bring everything I need to stream, and if I get a chance, I certainly will. Oh, cool. Okay, thanks, BTG. He says, right, cave car for you, anime room established. Hot tub. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kyle, no worries. Everybody does that. Makes a typo. I just couldn't put that one together. Oh, a hot tub stream? I wish, brother. Gonna get a hot tub. Gonna get wet. Oh, no, wait a second. You guys know I am like one of the kings of obtuse references. Does anybody remember that reference? Gonna get in a hot tub. We're gonna get wet. That stuck with me for so many years. But BTG's talking about his modded Minecraft server that we play on that unfortunately just went down on him. It just went down on you. How was it, BTG? If your Minecraft modded server is going down, where the fuck do I go to get a Minecraft modded server? I gotta start looking into that. Anyway, and he because the server went down, he put my house back for me. Simping Stan says, why go to Disney World when you can go visit Seaman World? Who says I don't visit Seaman World? I might just not talk about it quite as much. Excuse me. Dragon of Hatred says, I'm pretty sure you can do a mobile live stream, but you have set up. Oh, I can live stream on the go without a problem. Dragon of Hatred, it's just a time thing while we're down there. Like I say, I'll have everything with me I need to do so, and if I get time, I will. If not, I'll make little short video clips for you guys to keep you updated with what's going on. But if I do get time, I will certainly do a quick stream anyway. Curtis, even Gura does a bathtub stream. Come on, old man, catch up with the times, Ivan. Oh, I'll bet you I know who that is. SpazDev. He said, just found a Disney World stream and he's not even showing Disney World. He's just in his car. I'll bet you the streamer's name is It's Pat. Let me know if I'm right, SpazDev. He does that all the time. And then, you know what they do that really, except for that, and again, I make exception and mention them, because if I'm going to talk about people doing things poorly, it's not fair to lump the people that do it right in with them. And this Resort TV 1 does a great job. Outside of them, these people, when they stop, because they'll stream for hours on end, so they stop for meal breaks. You're doing a Disney World stream. Instead of turning the camera so you can see whatever they're near and people can watch, because a lot of people in Disney World, myself included, will take time where sometimes you just sit and people watch because it's just a fun place to be. Instead of turning the camera so you can watch the events in Disney World, they will leave it on them the entire time with close-ups while they eat. Who the fuck wants to see that? And they feel, well, I want to talk to my audience. Well, all of them, if you're streaming and you're not stupid, you're streaming on your phone, you always have another portable device where you can monitor the stream. Nobody wants to watch your goddamn corn dog bits come flying out of your mouth while you're talking to them. You turn the goddamn camera around, show them Disney World, which is what they tuned in for, and then talk to them that way. Oh, okay. SpazDev said it's not Pat, it's Tom Does Disney. I know him too. He's usually excuse me, I'm sorry guys. SpazDev, Tom is one of those guys that always has that camera on himself when he's eating. It's funny you said him. I hadn't seen him driving, but that It's Pat guy, he does it all the time. I don't know how streams don't get shut down, because I've seen him doing his driving streams and he's got his radio on or his playlist on, playing it full blast over the stream. Must be that Susan likes him or something, because I can guarantee you, if I did that, our stream would last about 35 seconds, and that would be the end of it. Wick says, I want to watch you eat. I've been saying this for years. Gimster says, the VTubers from the company Hololive, where Girl Corona are from. That's the big one, isn't it? The really big group. A meme was made of them saying they need a bathroom break. It goes from we never used the bathroom to I was like a fire hydrant. I'll tell you, again, I give credit where it's due. I didn't think the VTubers was something that I would find all that interesting at all, but they're really, really good. They're fun. They're entertaining. They're funny. They know how to play their character, their part. I mean, they're just good. Kyle Gray says, Mickey went to the marriage counselor to talk about his marriage. Counselor didn't understand when he said Minnie is fucking goofy. He thought she was actually smart. I heard that one, Kyle. I heard it a little different. The way I heard it was Mickey and Minnie are in divorce court, and the judge says to Mickey, you can't divorce Minnie just because you say she's crazy. And Mickey says, that's not what I said, Judge. I said she's fucking goofy. That's the way I had heard it. Without the bad Mickey impression when I initially heard it. Did he at least deep throat the corn dog, Tyler says. Mr. Croissant says, I bumped into someone on accident during a tour at a college. I planned to attend, and I was called racial slurs for incorrect pronouns. I'm 18 years old. Never heard the pronoun them, zer. Anybody have info? Them, zer. If somebody, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, if somebody tried to call me out because I didn't refer to them as them, zer, I would have a field day on them. I'd probably get arrested because it'd be hate speech. I would say, you crazy, creepy, stupid motherfucker, life is going to be so difficult for you, because if you have to go to them, zer, to get the attention you need, you might as well just call it off now. Because I'm not a caring, giving guy in situations like that. I can't stand that kind of stupidity. Try and make somebody else feel bad for something as moronic as that. Something from Dragon Ball, not a pronoun, Jack says. Hey, downward. Big Green says, my stream buffered, but this was hilarious stream buffer. You said, I don't know how those streams don't get taken down, and then it buffered for me. You had to think that was it, Big Green. Okay, BTG says, Zemzer is for fragile, precious princesses. Pick a gendered pronoun or accept the motherfucking genderless, them, they. Yeah. Again, if somebody wants to play that game, go ahead and play it. But if you think that you're going to berate me for not playing along with it, you're going to have a bad fucking day, because you're not going to like what I say to you. Chrome says, barely had the food in Disney. Most of the time we save eating till before or after Disney because it's going to be overpriced. True. Only exception is Epcot and Springs. The Japanese food and Boathouse are lovely. Oh, the Boathouse is great. It is, Chrome. And if you get down that way, I can't remember I'll have to get the name for you guys. I'll be there again. You guys know I love the pizza in Epcot, in Italy in Epcot. But Disney Springs area, which used to be downtown Disney, you don't even have to pay to get in there. It's just, it's shops and stuff like that. It's a little community. There's a pizza place there that's phenomenal. Crap, I'll have to get the name for you guys. It's at, let's see, West End. It's at the end near the balloon. That balloon they have in downtown Disney that you can go up in the hot air balloon. It is so good. So good. But if any of you are actually going down there, I'll look it up and I'll get the name for you. Oh. And you're right. It's resort price. I mean, it's a resort town price, but it's not over the top price. I get you, Chrome. Jack Queen says, fuck the idiots. If someone said that, I wouldn't be mad. I would get up nice and close and laugh in their face. Them, sir, get the fuck out of here. Well, that's the way I am with that stuff, Jack Queen. And again, and I'm being honest with you. If it wasn't the case, if I wanted to make fun of them, I'd tell you. But I don't care if that's what you want to identify as. It doesn't mean make any difference to me. But if you think you're going to berate me or call me out because I didn't call you that, then you're going to have a really bad day. Because as I said, everything is about respect to me, and that's disrespectful to me, not you, because there's no way on earth I'm supposed to realize that you wanted to be called Zemzer. So yeah, it wouldn't go well. Spazdev says, I want to go to Disney again, even though I'm not a Disney fan. I went there for marching band before and I liked it, especially since that pizza place you love. I want to try it since I'm a pizza expert. Oh, that's me too, Spazdev. Every place I go, if they have pizza, I have to try it. To be honest with you, Spazdev, I was not a huge Disney fan before Disney. When I say I'm a Disney fan, it's mainly Disney World. My wife's a true Disney fan. Loves all the movies, loves the princesses, the characters. And I enjoy Disney movies too. But not so much so that outside of Disney World I would call myself a Disney fan. But I have to give them credit on that. I love theme parks, and Disney does a theme park experience like no one else ever has or ever will. Chrome says we're hoping to get back to Florida next year as long as the restrictions aren't increased. Glasgow is being forced to stay in level 3 for another 2 weeks, so they still can't serve alcohol. Yeah, well, we had that conversation. I don't even get it anymore. If everybody that wants the vaccine can get it, okay. We learned that, we come to learn that vaccinated people cannot asymptomatically spread the disease, so why are we worried about everything? If people don't want the vaccine, that's fine. They're saying, I'm willing to take the risk that I get COVID. Let them go out and take the risk. And if they spread it amongst one another, then they will have antibodies. Excuse me. Lex says, I've only been to a Disney once. It was, Paris? And we didn't get to eat anything. I don't know if the food there is any good. Yeah, I can't speak for Paris. But I must admit, I mean, Disney will piss me off sometimes. The next trip that we have planned, they've already pissed me off with something. And when I get home, I'm going to be dealing with them on that. But their food is excellent. And by that I mean the quality. Even if you, what has always impressed me and what keeps me coming back is mainly their staff. Their cast members are phenomenal. But each of the resorts they have has their own little food court. Now you can be in the cheapest resort they have, go into that food court, and the ingredients are top shelf. No matter what it is, whether you're getting eggs or whether you're getting a cut of meat, whether you're getting a sandwich, whether you're getting a cupcake, whatever it is, they do not fuck around with their food. It's excellent. It's top shelf. Thomas says that pizza place in Epcot was awesome, but it was really expensive. $50 for one pizza? Oh, it had to be a huge pizza, pal. Or something was off because I eat there regularly. It's not nearly that much. I hope, unless you're not talking about the sit-down restaurant in Italy, are you? There's 2 restaurants there. Let me. I'm trying to get their menu up just so we can see. There it is, Via Napoli menu. Oh, there's lots of Via Napolis. I got to put Epcot. Let's see. I think this has prices on it. Let's go to dinner. Pasta pizza. Oh no, you're not wrong. Wait a second. What? There are some that go that much. Mine doesn't. Holy shit. Okay, I stand corrected. You are correct. The Quattro Formaggi Pizza, Mezzo Metro, and the Carciofi Pizza. It must have to do with what the how much. Yeah, because there's a wide range in prices. You are right. I was wrong. But what I'm noticing, Thomas, is it depends on what toppings they are, and everything they do there in Epcot is true to whatever nation they're representing. So I'm guessing that some of the ingredients are super expensive to import from Italy, maybe, because they're not all. I mean, they're all a decent price, but you can get them for $25 too. So I'm wondering, but no, you are correct. I was wrong. Wow, I had never seen those. Well, I order the same thing all the time, so I didn't really look at the menu because I know I'm going to get that same pizza. Wolverine says, please get footage of the Marvel section. Well, there isn't a standalone Marvel section in the parks, Wolverine. I can show you a lot of the Marvel merch and stuff like that. Excuse me. But there's not a standalone Marvel area. There's lots of Marvel stuff going on. Like I say, lots of great merchandise and everything, but not a standalone area at Disney World. No, you are right, pal. It was a sit down one way in the back, but you're right. I was wrong. I just, again, because I ordered that same pizza, I just order the regular pizza with sausage. So I've never looked at the prices, and you're right. You can get some toppings where it'd be $50. You're correct. Jesus Christ, you're right. That's insane. Gimster says, speaking about pizza, the VTubers from Hololive, yes, it's a big company, have joined the pizza war. The reactions are just as varied as anyone else's. It goes from pineapple pizza is truth to disgust. Yeah, I say, Gimster, I could see myself sitting down and just watching those VTubers stream. They crack me right up. Really? I hadn't heard that. Tom Ferrara says, don't hug me, I'm scared it's getting a TV show, apparently. Okay, yes, I will be watching that. There's no question about it. I didn't know that. Licks. Ooh, sausage, you say. Rob says, why am I just seeing your stream now? Well, Rob, we all know that would be one word. Susan. That was announced years ago? Was it? Excuse me, I didn't know. Oh, you're talking about... Wait. We might have crossed topics there, Chrome. I'm not sure which one you meant. Chrome says $50. I could buy a pizza oven for double that. I could buy like 6 wood oven pizzas for that. Does it have gold leaf? Yeah, that's... I didn't even know that was there. Well, obviously. Because I thought Thomas was mistaken. I thought he had a different restaurant. But he's right. I just looked it up. He's absolutely right. But again, in fairness, mine doesn't cost anywhere near that. But yeah, if you order the right one, $50. Although their pizzas, now I'm not making excuses for them, they're huge. If you're not a mutant like me, if you're a normal person, they're going to solidly feed probably 4 people. But I'm an experienced fat man. Don't try this at home. Let's see. Gimster says pineapple pizza is truth. Pineapple pizza is life. Yeah, my wife's right there with you, Gimster. She loves that shit. And now good friends of ours, once a week we try and get together and hang out, and them too. I'm the odd man out. It's like, you guys go ahead, eat your fucking fruit on that pizza. Ugh. Chrome says, where was it? I think the last straw for us price-wise was a chicken drumstick or something over a decade ago. Oh, we do eat in Universal, though. Yeah, you can, in fairness, Chrome, you can find decent prices at Disney, but you do have to look. You can also find, as Thomas just pointed out, insane prices, too. But you can find some decent prices. Or places. Listen, I love talking Disney and Disney World, and it's one of the few areas I do consider myself really well versed on. If any of you guys are ever going and just want tips on anything, contact me. Whether it's, if you're Gooshers, that's the method of communication I check the most often. So private message me there, hit me at Twitter, wherever. But I love talking Disney, so. There are places you can eat reasonably there, but you do have to be careful. Johnny, I'd rather have nutsack scabs on my pizza than pineapple. Although, nutsack scabs, pineapple, yeah, I'm probably with you. Only says neopronouns are possibly the most moronic thing that has come out of SJWs. Not only is it dumb attention seeking, it also makes trans people look worse by association, so it's actively counterproductive. That's kind of my stance on it too. I try and differentiate people that are really just desperate for attention than people who, see, like I've always said, whenever the trans conversation comes up, it's like, I don't understand why anybody has an issue with a person being trans. Now, I'm not going to be condescending enough to say, oh, I understand what you're going through. How would I know? I was born with this little dongle, and for whatever it's worth, I like having it. I never thought about wanting to be anything else. But can I imagine someone wanting to be something else? Sure. That doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility at all. But then when you have people that are Zen and Zhao and Xing and Zhu, and you need to have 37 different genders. No, I don't get that. To me, that sounds like a cry for attention. BTG says putting a fruit like pineapple on a pizza. What's next? Putting tomatoes on a pizza? Blurg. No, don't put no. BTG, stop being gross. Ugh, tomatoes on a pizza? Ugh. Next thing you want to crush them up first and like make them almost a sauce and spread it on it. Ugh. Philip says there are days that it's a challenge for me to not commit patricide against my pineapple pizza loving father. Yeah, I'm with you, Philip. Like I say, my wife loves that shit. Mike says, nah, man, I got something better. Pizza, hear me out, inside of a pizza. Pizzaception. I'm there. I'm with you, brother. I am on board all the way. Dollar says, I feel like the extreme SJWs infantilize the trans folk. Pretty sure most of them just want to be called the opposite pronoun. That's been, I mean, my limited experience. The trans people I know, that's all they wanted was to be called the pronoun of the gender they identify as. Rosa, and I can tell you guys because Rosa makes no secret of it. Rosa is trans, and she says, Curtis, my pronouns are Nick Jur. Please respect them. BTG, my pronouns are His Majesty, Her Majesty. Respect it. You guys are fun. Ear Rape Star says, my country doesn't have Disneyland, but I still enjoy this topic because it includes food. So you'll fit in here just fine. Greetings from Serbia. Oh, very cool. Yep. If you love food, you're in. If you love anime boobies, you're in. You can love anything and still be in, but those are automatic ins. Chrome says, honestly, if I can taste the value in it, I don't have an issue with higher prices. I'm that way too, Chrome, within a certain level of reason. But I can make better food homemade cheaper nowadays. You're right, Chrome. I've always said that. I'm not a wealthy guy, never have been. But if food is exceptional, I'll pay more for it. As you said, within reason. That's why we gotta, and I'm not gonna name them because it's just my preference. But we have a steakhouse here locally that was always very well renowned, and I have nothing against it other than that it's fucking average. And everybody around here, it's not so much now, but back like 10-15 years ago, it's been around forever, people were like, oh, let's go there tonight, oh, it's the big treat, we'll save up money because it's expensive. And it's like, no, I'm not paying those prices. That's average food. Where did they fool you guys? I love steak, and that's not a high-end steak. And I won't go there. Not because I'm cheap, because I feel like I'm getting ripped off. It's not worth the extra money. Now, we've had a newer steakhouse open up that's even closer to us, actually, in a neighboring community. Well, I'll mention them. The name is Sam's. Now, they're good. Their prices are a little bit less than the other one, and that's a steakhouse. I mean, you get their steaks, and that shit melts on your fork. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm not spending a premium price to say that I went to a restaurant with a certain name. Gimster says the split personality VTuber have their own opinions. Akai Hato doesn't like pineapple pizza, and Hachama puts pizza on a pineapple. Hachama equals waifu. I like that, the way you put that, though. Puts pizza on a pineapple. I've heard of Sparks Steakhouse, but I have not been to one, Philip. No, I haven't. I've heard that name, though. Ivan says, I like my steak running away from me. Dowlord says, pizza burger, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Well, I'll tell you, Dowlord, and Spaz Kid would tell you, those are my go-tos. Like, if we go to different restaurants, I know I'm boring, but it's fun to me. If we're someplace new, I want to try either their burger or their pizza, because it's two things I really enjoy. I love hamburgers. I love pizza. So that's like a thing to me. So, yes, if you go burger pizza, oh, yeah, the little guy's going to pop right up and go, what? I'm here. Yeah, absolutely. Chrome says, I've not been to a steakhouse in over a year, partly because of pandemic. I'm sure, Chrome. Honestly, I can get better quality meat from a butcher, like 15 pounds each, and it's better than almost all steakhouses. I think that's true. If you know how to, especially if you know how to prepare it, Excuse me. Sorry, guys. But I'm as bad a cook as I am an artist. And that's pretty bad. Marshmallow pizza. I've actually heard of that, Fluffy. I've heard of people doing that. I don't know that I could get into that. I'd try it way before I'd eat a pineapple pizza. But I have heard of that. Okay, I'm going to watch Ear Rape Star says, okay, I'm going to rewatch Egotas again. Love your reaction. Well, thanks, pal. I appreciate that. Oh, Johnny! You grew up in Cooperstown. Sal's Pizzeria is my favorite. Now, I always get the names mixed up. Johnny, is that the one right on Main Street? Because I love that pizza place on Main Street in Cooperstown. It's fantastic. We get food and we try and go out on, usually if we're in Cooperstown, it's for the day. It's a nice day. So we go out and eat on the deck out back. Yeah, I love their pizza. Is that them? Am I thinking of the right one, though? It's right. It's across the street from Doubleday Field on that side of the street, right about the middle of the downtown section. Excuse me. Yeah, 110 Main Street. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree with you. That's an excellent pizza there. Really good place. Every time we take a day and go to Cooperstown, that's where I eat lunch. Chrome says there's one thing you can get from Scotland. It's good quality meat. We have one of those proper cast iron kitchen sets. Also good salts and truffle oil, and a semi-professional deep fat fryer. Chrome, I kind of want to come hang out at your house for a little while. That sounded delicious. Just knowing what you have as cooking utensils. Yeah, meat and bread. Those are my things. I love most any types of meats. Love all kinds of breads. I can't eat Chicago deep dish, Mike, but it's just because of me. Because even with New York style pizza, a lot of times I have to ask for a light sauce because as you get old, you become an absolute pussy, and everything starts to upset your guts. So I like to enjoy my pizza, so I can't have a lot of sauce. And of course, Chicago deep dish is loaded with sauce, so I can't do it. Blocksboy says, I love your channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, pal. Is that where I heard of it, Fluffy? He says, marshmallow pizza is the pizza that Dashy once made. That's probably where I heard of it then. Because I knew I had heard that when you said it. Big Green says, I like a good meat. Take that however you will. Yeah, Dalward says, can I hang out with Chrome too? Seems like a good time. Yeah, Chrome, you're going to have a house full. We're all hungry. Chrome says, my dad believes in buying quality equipment that'll last a lifetime, and I like good ingredients. I'm with your dad on that too, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather pay a premium price for something once than pay a bargain price for something 20 times. Jack Queen says, imagine Chrome, a young woman, explaining the trial of Curtis to her parents. He wanted meat. and Jack, when it happens, I'll show up at Chrome's door with a fork in this hand and a knife in this hand. And of course, I only know Chrome by her screen name, so I'll say, hello, Mr. Chrome. Are we having meat? Tom says, hello, boss needs to have one video where Blitzo has a conversation with Brandon's character. Oh, that'd be hysterical. Blame Grandpa, the mom, and Sam. Yeah. Brandon's characters are absolutely just pure legend. I don't need to tell you guys that. That's a talented man right there. Brandon Rogers. Insanely talented. Yeah, Big Green, Mr. Chrome. That's all I would know. And then Chrome's dad punches me in the face and closes the door. That would be perfect. Yeah, and Chrome says, and then the police next door will stare oddly. Well, Chrome, do you know how often I get odd stares? I wouldn't really notice that. Jack Queen says, where the white meat at? Hey, Em. Tyler says Chrome's like Arby. She has the meats. No, I'm with her. That's my two food groups. Give me some good meat and give me some good bread. Chrome says, I ever mentioned that crime in my area is kind of odd. Chrome says, I spent like 50 pounds on ingredients for a set of burgers once. Best I've ever had. Yeah, as you said earlier, I'm with you 100%. If it's going to be exceptional, I don't mind spending at all. Yeah, exactly, Big Green. Just a regular old Tuesday for Curtis. Odd stares. Been following me my whole life. It's got to be the world. It's not me, right? Yeah, got to be everybody else. Oh, guys, I gotta go. This was a great free for all Friday stream. I'm gonna try and squeeze one more in tomorrow because again, come Sunday we'll be gone, and if I get to stream, it would be just brief ones from down in Disney. So if I can stream tomorrow, I'll make it a video clip one because I know you guys really enjoy them, and every time I end up having to cut the videos off, so I know everybody's still enjoying posting videos. So, excuse me, sorry guys. I'll for some reason I've never had allergies my whole life. I mowed the lawn today, and now all of a sudden I got this horrible tickle in my throat. Oh, but I also gave fellatio. Oh, yeah, that's something else. Wolverine says before I go, check my last post. How high? Okay, hold on. Let me see Wolverine's post. Deep dish is real pizza. Thin crust is too garbage. What garbage is the decent food? Nah, see, I don't mind thick crust. I love the crust on pizza. I just can't take all the sauce they put on Chicago style. Indeed, Ginser, goose, goodbye. Guys, thank you. This has been even as Free for All Friday streams go, this was a really exceptional one. This was a blast today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and thank you for making these so much fun. And again, I'll try and get a stream up tomorrow. I never know, so I can't promise. But if I do, I will make it a video clip stream so we can all watch some videos together. Listen, this is pre-vacation, pre-Disney World. You guys know what a Disney nut my whole family is. This is the pre-Disney sticky stuff. Do you know how happy, hopeful, and how money hungry this sticky stuff is? Because there's a little bit of there's a little Goofy in it, and there's a little Mickey in it, and there's whatever else. Those are the only two Disney impressions I can come close on. So there's some Goofy and there's some Mickey in it. But it's it's pre-vacation sticky stuff. It's a keeper. Get out the officially licensed sticky stuff fanny packs. You're going to want to save a little for later. I'm going to be gone for a while. Make sure and put some of this aside. Here it comes. Pom. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you. Special Free for All Friday pre-vacation sticky stuff for everybody. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashy like Buggy. And it's never a Mickey Mouse operation when you say goose. Goose.